Hello everybody and welcome to Sensational Women's Wrestling tonight here in Cleveland, Ohio, and what a way to get things started. And with our general manager Stacey Kiebler making her way down to the ring. Here she's got some things she wants to say to us, a bit of an announcement to make about the future of the women's tag team division here on Sensational Women's Wrestling. We've seen it start out with a bit of a different feel. Tornado tag team matches for the most part so far. Maybe they'll go even crazier. Maybe we return to roots, turn to form. Who knows? We'll see. But Stacey Kiebler getting ready to address us here very, very shortly.
Thank you. It's great to see all of you here tonight at Sensational Women's Wrestling in Cleveland. Over the past month, we've seen some incredible action in the tag team division with our Tornado tag team matches. The intensity, the chaos, and the excitement have been off the charts, and I know you've all enjoyed it as much as I have. However, as much fun as it's been, it's time to bring a bit of tradition back to our tag team division. Starting tonight, we will be returning to traditional tag team matches. And to kick things off, we're not going to wait until later. We're going to have our first traditional tag team match of the new era right now, featuring our WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Becky Lynch and Lita.
There you have it. Traditional tag team matches are returning. And we're going to get one right now as the Women's Tag Team Champions, Becky Lynch and Lita, the last kickers, make their way down to the ring. Becky Lynch and Lita, Women's Tag Team Champions, had their first successful title defense at Backlash when they defeated the team of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Don't know who their next challengers are just yet. Maybe we'll find that out soon, though. We'll see. As they're going to have a match here tonight, again, under old tag team rules, more traditional tag team rules per our manager, Stacey Kiebler. Who the opponents is the question. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville are their tag team partners here tonight. Interesting. I like it.
And their opponents, the team of Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville.
Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville haven't had a whole lot of success so far in the return to Sensational Women's Wrestling since we started on the brand here. So there's still plenty of time for them to turn that around, and I'll tell you what, a big win here tonight will definitely do just that. And we have to remember last episode, Trish Stratus had some words for the tag team champions, trying to get in their heads. So we'll see if that plays a part in this match as well. I imagine it's going to, right? You have to think that those kind of words will get to you. And here we go. Match is set to begin. And oh, look at this already. Lita tagging herself in to begin this match. Maybe that's some part of the old Trish Stratus talk, getting in their heads early in this one. We'll see how the rest of the match goes, but certainly an interesting start with Lita tagging herself in unexpectedly, if I might add. Later on in the show, just so you know, Rhea Ripley will be in the main event of our show tonight. So stick around for that. Not going to want to miss the WWE Women's Champion in action as we get rolling here in our very first match of Sensational Women's Wrestling for this episode here. Becky Lynch knocking both women off the apron. Not staying down for long, though, is either of them. And now quick cover here from Lynch. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count. Green getting the shoulder up at 1. Nicely done there from Chelsea, trying to stay in it here early, weather the early storm that despite the tag in from Lita to begin the match, they're able to stay on the same page so far. That's good for the women's tag team champions. Definitely need that. Knowing that whoever the next opponent is, and there's a strong kick to the inner thigh of Lynch by Chelsea Green. And there's a Russian leg sweep from Green as well. Want to make a tag to DeVille. She does. You know, it's good to see normal tag action return, as fun and chaotic as those Tornado tag team matches were. I tell you what, there's nothing like a good old traditional tag team match, player. Kick to the gut, underhook suplex from Becky Lynch. Lynch trying to stay on the attack, and that's exactly what you want to do. Lynch herself, both these women actually, former women's champions in their own right, as a tag, a good tag there this time, you'll say, from Becky to Lita. After the start they had, though, good job here from the tag team champions to not let that get in the way of anything. Sometimes you'll see things like that and it gets into the head of both of them and affects the rest of the match. And right now anyway, that hasn't happened yet, and that's a really good sign, because they're definitely going to want to stay on the same page. As Lynch is going to get tagged back in, Green's waiting patiently on the outside to get herself back in this one, and DeVille, great suplex there from DeVille, and a background of Sonya Deville. Definitely going to give her an edge. And there you see the ground and pound attack from Sonya. Putting it on Becky Lynch here in this one. In this brief moment here, as the crowd's not happy about this at all. Really letting DeVille and Green hear it, as they've got Lynch trapped in the corner now. It's exactly what you want to see. Double team move there. Nicely done. Gotta find a way to keep Becky Lynch away from Lita. Keep those two separate. They can make an offense happen in a flurry. And speaking of it, there it is quickly. Lynch turning it around and getting things to go in their favor, perhaps. And look at this. Now here we go. Lynch sends Green to the corner, and look out! Oh, no! Becky Lynch takes out Lita, and now the two trading blows. Green sending Becky Lynch, and oh my goodness, it happened again! This time the other way. Lynch taken out by Lita, and this is getting real bad for the tag team champions real quick. Title's not on the line, but that's not good at all. Team is in trouble. Or maybe they were anyway. They quickly gathered themselves and gotten it back together here. Cover one. Just a one count there. That is unexpected in every sense of the word. We haven't seen anything like that from these two since they got together. But I tell you what, the Trish Stratus thing, it's still something that has been weighing on the back of their minds. In the very first episode of Sensational Women's Wrestling, Trish Stratus came out and attacked Becky Lynch after her match, after there was an incident where Lita was left laying out on the floor backstage. She was attacked by a mystery woman who turned out, we still actually don't know who that was. It was never made clear who that was. That was hinted to last week. Last episode, we paid attention to that one. Maybe it was Trish Stratus. Wasn't confirmed. She alluded to it, but, you know, hey. We're not here to make judgments or assumptions. We're just here to see what's in front of us and call like we see it. And right now, once again, the tag team champions have overcome that incident just moments ago. They took out each other, but wait a second here. Now Chelsea Green, sunset flip, powerbomb. My goodness, what a move that was from Chelsea Green. And now looking to end things here. Looking for the Unprettier. Unprettier connects. Green into the cover on Lynch. One. Lita breaking up the pin at 1, saving the match. You gotta think there. Despite everything, for now, still willing to fight through it and work together to win the match. But I tell you what, that's not a good sign. Like I said, you don't want to see those kind of things. That's from your tag team champions not being on the same page. Miscommunications are going to happen, but that's the worst kind, in my opinion. The worst possible kind to have miscommunication there. Becky Lynch's back here on the offensive here. Exploder suplex from Lynch as DeVille smartly rolls out of the ring, creating space, and Lita wanting the tag. Becky ignoring her, walking away from her partner. Wait a second. Uh-oh. Hey, look, maybe she thought about what happened last time and said, you know what? I don't want that to happen again. I'm going to do it myself. Continue to do it myself. And right now, paying for it. Because DeVille's back on the attack here. Stomping to the arm from DeVille. A win here over the tag team champions is going to have to be huge. As DeVille is going to go make the tag to Chelsea Green. With Lynch set up on the ropes here. Now kick down. Oh, bending the neck back across the rope. Oh my goodness, that looks painful. Remember, don't try this at home. Absolutely painful. And now the tag made. Hot tag this time. Lita coming in, but Sonya throwing her to the apron here and not allowing her to get any momentum going. But Lita coming back in. Coming back in, not letting that little moment there ruin her momentum. But DeVille able to counter and quickly turn the tables on Lita. As Green is back in. You know, they've done a really good job in this match of tagging each other, making those quick tags, keeping each other fresh. That has been the benefit of these two tonight, being on the same page. And Becky Lynch and Lita aren't tonight, and it's a strange thing to see. And continue to drive that home, folks. As there's a tag to Lynch back in here. Off the ropes and up and over. Back body drop. Now both ladies going to the outside here. Both going after Chelsea. Oh my goodness. You know, that's the right way to do it. Don't let them get a moment to breathe. Tag team champions, you know you can't do that. Again, even the title's not on the line. And disarm her. Look at this. Becky Lynch, disarm her on the outside. A tap out won't count out here. But a count out certainly will, as the ref is at 6. And now Becky going to try and prevent Chelsea from getting back into the ring. And whatever she was going for, it didn't work. As both ladies are able to get back inside the ring. Count at 8. Dodging a bullet there. And now Sonya Deville back in the ring. Look out. Got the armbar locked in here. Becky Lynch able to get out of it. Lita coming in. Breaking things up. And now Lita got to exit the ring here. The referee begins his count. Almost turns to a bad situation there. And wait a second. Oh, manhandle. Slam. What? No, not even a 1 count. Chelsea Green quickly getting in. And breaking up that pin attempt. Man, they dodged a bullet there. Green able to get back in the ring and prevent the possible pinfall win. Instead, he'll have to work a little bit harder, a little bit longer, and wait a second. Becky Lynch has her on the top rope. Superplex connects. But look at Sonya quickly getting away, avoiding danger from the superplex, having the wherewithal to tag Chelsea Green in. And now Chelsea going after Lita. Now Chelsea trying to knock Becky off the ropes. Did not work there. Stunned her though. Had to, I'd imagine. I didn't knock her off the ropes though. Now Lita going up top. High risk, high reward. Yes, sir. Now Sonya coming in. 1, 2. Uh-oh. No. No way. Thought this was over. But Chelsea Green said, no, I'm not done yet. Heard the chants of tag team wrestling there a minute ago. Crowd is absolutely loving this first match. This is a really good way to begin the show. A fantastic start to our show tonight here on Sensational Women's Wrestling. Thank you all for tuning in. I know we're only through not even the first match here, but again, still want to thank you all for being a part. And Becky Lynch avoided a submission attempt there, and now look at that Northern Lights suplex as Lynch gets away and makes the tag to Chelsea Green. Lita now trying to get the crowd back into it. That's nice. Nicely what you want to do. Get the crowd on your side and get momentum on your side, too. You feed off that crowd. A lot of these wrestlers do here in WWE, and that is to be expected, as the crowd is a big part of the show. They're very vocal, and they will definitely let you know how they feel. And they're enjoying this one here tonight. Enjoying this first match of the show, as Green whips Lita into the corner. Tag to DeVille as they get a shoulder tackle combination. And now Sonya laying in the Lita there. Oh, into the cover. 1. Becky Lynch able to get in there and break the pin up at 1. And now Sonya just trying to find a way to get your breath here. Everyone spent here in this one. Been a hard-fought match here to begin the show. And now Chelsea Green, sunset flip. Powerbomb once again. And now looking for perhaps her second unprettier of the match. This one on Lita. There it is. Unprettier. Flush. Count 1, 2, 3. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville have defeated the tag team champions of Becky Lynch and Lita. My, oh my, what a start to the show. The distractions and miscommunications between the two women, the champions, something to keep in mind. It certainly cost them here in this contest.
Are you kidding me? These are the women you people cheer for as tag team champions?
Pathetic. They can't even get on the same page. One little bump in the road and they're falling apart. Did you see Lita tagging herself in? What a joke.
And then, Lita, what are you doing hitting your own partner? Maybe Trish Stratus was right last week. She's gotten so deep in their heads that they don't know which way is up.
And you know what's worse? The WWE Universe is actually behind these two. They cheer for this dysfunction, this mess. It's embarrassing.
It's disgraceful. You two are supposed to be the best champions, please. If this is what you all consider champions, then you should be ashamed of yourselves. But don't worry, we're here to fix this. We're here to bring some real skill, real dominance to these tag team titles.
That's right. It's clearly time for a change that's going to come limb by limb.
And it's all ending at capital punishment. Becky, Lita, we're taking those titles and showing all of you losers who the baddest women on the planet really are and what true championship material looks like.
Well, now we know, I guess, who the tag team champions #1 contenders are. Becky Lynch and Lita will be facing the baddest women on the planet, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Right now, match 2 coming up, as we'll see Gigi Dolan in action. Gigi Dolan, one of the newer members on the Sensational Women's Wrestling brand. We saw her former tag team partner, Jacy Jayne, in tag team action a few episodes ago on the Go Home show to Backlash. And we saw the two have an interaction backstage where Gigi Dolan walked past Jacy and essentially blew her off. Oh, maybe we'll see what comes of that, perhaps. So right now, this is Gigi Dolan's official Sensational Women's Wrestling debut match. And her opponent tonight is Carmella, who is money. Hasn't had the best start so far here on Sensational Women's Wrestling, but still plenty of time to turn it all around. We know how these things go here. You can get hot at any time, and Carmella looking to do that here tonight. Get back on track for her.
From Staten Island, New York, the most beautiful woman in all of WWE, Carmella.
Former women's champion, former Miss Money in the Bank. She's had her share of success here in WWE. She's looking to, I'd imagine, get back on track. Been a bit of a losing streak here lately. Win here against a new face, Gigi Dolan, would certainly do her some favors. We'll have to see if that happens tonight. I'm sure Gigi Dolan is hungry to get her first win on Sensational Women's Wrestling. We'll see how it goes. This match is officially underway. Gigi coming in with some quick strikes, but Carmella able to counter quickly with some of her own too. Last week, matter of fact, Carmella was in a match against Zelina Vega, which she ended up losing. Well, unfortunately for her, her first match since missing the qualification for the Women's Intercontinental Ladder match was a loss to the now Women's Intercontinental Champion. But I guess you gotta take the good with the bad, yeah? Right now, Carmella off to a hot start in this one, making Gigi look like a newbie, let's say here. The veteran really taking it to one of the newcomers on the roster. Exactly what you want to see. A bit of a welcome to the brand kind of moment, but Gigi quickly able to bounce back here, now showing off her power. Into the cover there. Dolan trying to go for the win over Carmella. Not even a 1 count there, though. Little too early, perhaps, but you know what? A good use of your momentum. And a good way to tire out Carmella, perhaps. Get her into a pinning predicament early. Here to kick out, waste some of that energy. And now look at this. Bending the back. I don't think the back's supposed to bend like that, but Carmella able to escape quickly and get out of it. But Gigi, shoulder tackle, firing back quickly. Now sending Carmella, trying to send her over the ropes to the floor. But Carmella able to duck and send Gigi bouncing back, swinging at nothing but air. Carmella, though, able to send Gigi to the floor. And now look at this. Back in the ring, here we go. And now JC Jane, wait a second. JC trying to get herself involved in this watch. The ref, oh! Referee playing separator. And Carmella taking advantage of the interference from JC Jane. You think that has anything to do with the fact that JC Jane tried to have a conversation with Gigi Dolan a few episodes back, and Gigi walked away from her like nothing? She's like, nah, I'm good. Think so? Nah, it's probably nothing. All right, yeah, no. But coming up next, Piper Niven's on a hot streak. We'll see her face off against Nikki Cross. After this match here, she's going to be in action as Niven looks to continue her climb up the Women's Intercontinental Championship ladder and make her case for a championship match in the future, I'd imagine. Now Carmella looking to set up for something, but no, Gigi blocks it. Looking for the code of silence there, I'd imagine, was Carmella. The Gigi able to duck and get out of the way and reverse fortunes here. But Carmella continuing to work herself back in this one. That is veteran savvy from Carmella. Not letting the young upstart get any kind of a momentum going there. Averting danger. And getting herself back into things here. Now here we go. A chop back. Carmella gives one back to Gigi. Here they go. Trading chops back and forth. The yays and the boos are going back and forth. These two are giving it to each other right now. My goodness. They continue to trade. And hey, look at this. The rapid strikes back and forth. And that's a stalemate if I ever seen one. But wait a minute. Gigi firing up here. Clotheslines and a back kick to the face. Cover 1, 2. No. Carmella able to get the shoulder up just in time. But that's not going to last for long. Gigi driver. 1, 2, 3, middle of the ring. Gigi Dolan gets the win. Overcoming the interference from her former tag team partner, JC Jane, Gigi Dolan comes out on top and gets the win here in this contest. I wonder, though, if they're on a collision course, though, the former tag team partners. We'll see what happens with that in the future.
Pay close attention to what happens to Michin later tonight. Consider it a warning.
Short and sweet and to the point, Rhea Ripley is going to face Michin in the main event of Sensational Women's Wrestling tonight. Stick around for that one. If you've done so far, thank you for doing that as Nikita Lyons gets herself in the ring, set for action. We saw Nikita in that triple threat debut NXT showcase match a few weeks ago, where she ended up falling short. Indy Hartwell ended up getting a win in that one, and her and Candice LeRae have since reunited as The Way. Haven't seen them compete in tag team action yet, but who is Nikita Lyons' opponent? Oh man, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Oh man, what time is it, folks? You know what time it is. It's Tiffy time, because Tiffany Stratton has arrived in Sensational Women's Wrestling.
And from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
One of the rising stars on the NXT Women's brand, now making her way up to officially debut tonight On this episode of Sensational Women's Wrestling, Tiffany Stratton. This woman has an amazing future in WWE on Sensational Women's Wrestling. We'll get to see her debut tonight. It's Nikita Lyons. Bigger opponent, big test for Tiffany Stratton. We'll see what Daddy's Little Rich Girl can do in her debut. She faces Nikita Lyons, and very quickly sending Nikita's head bouncing face first off the mat. Face first flapjack, my goodness, that was painful to watch. The athleticism of Tiffany Stratton is something that is going to be something to look at and watch, not only throughout this match, but the entirety of her career here, perhaps, too. Woman extremely talented. She knows exactly what she wants to do and how she wants to do it. And she's going to add her own little bit of flair to things as well. And boy, I'm just incredibly excited to see Tiffany Stratton here finally on the show. There were rumors of a debut happening tonight. Didn't know who it was, obviously. No one tells me anything. Look, I'm just here. I'm commentating these shows. No one tells me anything. It would keep me in suspense too, I guess. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad about it. Or else you wouldn't get genuine reactions like that one, right? Gotta keep me on my toes. Keep the commentary guy on his toes. Of course, that's how we do it around here. As the count now is at 5. Stratton back in the ring. Lyons trying to get back in as well. She does get back in at 7. And sends Stratton's head off the ropes. And now Stratton trying to come in, but it was a bait from Lyons. Lyons quickly into the cover here. Not even a 1 count though. Lyons also has some impressive athleticism. You saw it there. Little flipping and dipping going on. A big kick from Nikita Lyons as well. That's where she makes her money. Using her long, powerful legs to put people in predicaments and get people just wear down throughout a match. And right now, she's taking it to Tiffany Stratton here, saying, hey, I've been here a little bit longer than you. It's just your first night up here. I've been here for at least a match. This is officially Lyons' second match on the brand. So a relative newcomer as well. Again, Tiffany Stratton making her debut. Her very first match. But not fazed by the bright lights and the pressure of competing on the big stage. And there's another one of those. Face first DDTs there. As now Stratton going to the top rope. Oh my goodness! Flying halfway across the ring. Cover 2. No! No way! That was absolutely impressive. Flying across the ring like that. And again, coming up, you'll see Piper Niven and Nikki Cross. They'll have their match later on in the night. Man, that my jaw is still on the floor from that. From the Tiffany Stratton, where she just flew across the ring and landed on Lyons in the middle of the ring. That is incredible athleticism. And now both ladies missing with their attacks. A vicious looking kick there, blocked from Tiffany Stratton. But Lyons able to fight back. Both ladies giving each other counters back and forth here. We love to see it. Off the ropes she goes. A big back elbow from Stratton. Now Stratton Sending Lions to the corner here. Ending her down, and could we possibly see it here? No? Maybe? Not yet, perhaps. Changed their mind. Changed their mind and showing some love to the crowd. Crowd so far embracing Tiffany. And now there she goes and cannot connect with it. Trying for that prettiest moonsault ever, and that one was, well, not. Not at all. Matter of fact, it was one of the more ugly ones we've seen, actually. But you know what? It's either here or there. Either here nor there. Not my place, right? That's why I'm over here and not in the ring. I don't do that stuff, man. You're not going to catch me doing moonsaults and clotheslines and all that. That's why I'm over here talking to you guys through the commentary, right? I'm not out there doing the flipping and dipping and all that stuff. Not for me. Not for me. Too small. Too small. But despite the size difference in this match, it's not fitting Tiffany Stratton at all. She's ready to roll. As she should be, though, I feel like. It's been a long time coming for her. Finally making her debut, and now we might get to see it here. Oh! Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Okay! It wasn't the prettiest moonsault ever, but you know what? Love the corkscrew flip there from Tiffany Stratton that does secure her first win on Sensational Women's Wrestling. Congratulations to Tiffany Stratton. A bright future ahead of her.
Last week I stood in this very ring as the first ever WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, a title I earned in the grueling Fatal 4-Way ladder match at Backlash. I fought tooth and nail, climbed that ladder, and reached for the stars to grab this title. But instead of celebrating my victory, I had to deal with Tamina, who couldn't wait to get in my face after my non-title win against Carmella. Tamina, you've bullied your way into being the first to challenge me for this championship. I get it. You're bitter. Bitter because you couldn't beat me to qualify for the ladder match at Backlash. You didn't make the cut, and you took out your frustration on everyone around you, even Roxanne Perez, who just joined our roster multiple times, including when you beat her in a match at Backlash. It's clear you have no respect for anyone but yourself. You think being mean and intimidating will get you what you want? Well, let me tell you something, Tamina. Being mean doesn't make you a champion. It doesn't make you respected. It just makes you a bully. Nobody is meaner than Tamina, right? Well, maybe that's true. But being the meanest doesn't mean you're the best. And it certainly doesn't mean you'll take this championship from me at Capital Punishment. When we step into that ring, Tamina, it won't be about who's the meanest. It'll be about who's the smartest, the fastest, and the most determined. And once we're done and you lose your championship match, you'll have no choice but to respect me. Because I've earned this title through skill, hard work, and heart. Things you can't bully your way into. At Capital Punishment, you'll find out firsthand why I am the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. And Tamina, after I beat you, you'll realize that respect isn't something you take. It's something you earn.
Strong words from our Women's Intercontinental Champion, Zelina Vega. I love that, honestly. She is not backing down from the challenge that is Tamina. We saw them two have a little face-to-face interaction last week. That's what she was mentioning, actually. As we'll see, Piper Niven make her way down to the ring.
From Ayrshire, Scotland,
Piper Niven, she has been on a bit of a roll here lately. And I am very excited to continue to see the rise of this woman right here. Another one who is supremely talented, been wrestling all over the world in various promotions and made her way here and hasn't really had the opportunity to shine like some would have expected her to. But now, under the Sensational Women's Wrestling brand, perhaps she'll get that opportunity. So far, she's earned it. And we'll see a woman who was in that Fatal 4-Way ladder match at Backlash, Nikki Cross, making her way down to the ring here. Nikki Cross, like I said, competitor in that women's Fatal 4-Way ladder match at Backlash. Unfortunately, was not able to come down with the title. Instead, looking to thwart the momentum, perhaps, of Piper Niven. These two, a bit of history as well. Former tag team champions together. Both Scottish as well. They've got that going for them, that Scottish connection. Maybe we'll see that come into play here too at some point, I'd imagine. But for now, these two are competitors here in this one. Very excited to see this match and what could be a big proving point for Piper Niven if she can pick up a win over Nikki Cross here tonight. And that might be a problem right there. You see it. Piper easily shoving Nikki Cross away from her and not allowing her to get a good grip in. I spoke too soon, perhaps. There's a DDT and a quick cover from Cross. Just one count. Spoke a little too soon there, I might have. But you know what? That happens, right? Sometimes you get bamboozled into thinking something might happen, and then psych, it doesn't end up happening at all, actually. That's the fun thing about all this, though, right? You never know what's going to happen. You never know. And that's the fun part for me in this whole wrestling thing. You never know what's going to happen. It's unpredictable at times. And even when it is predictable, sometimes that can be good too. And a cover from Piper. A kick out at one from Cross. So both ladies early exchanging one counts with each other. Love to see it. And now look at this. Setting her up on her shoulders and off the top rope neck first. Piper Niven has looked extremely good over these last few matches she's had. And she beat Cora Jade in her last match in the last episode as her most recent victory. Cora Jade herself has struggled since being called up to the main roster here on Sensational Women's Wrestling. Not ideal for her. Well, she'll have to find a way to get something going for her, perhaps. But we're not talking about her right now. We're talking about Piper Niven and her continued rise up the Women's Intercontinental Championship ladder. She may be closing in on a title opportunity very soon. It'll depend on what happens, of course. There's still a lot of moving parts in this. You know, Nikki Cross still up there. Alexa Bliss, who was also in the Women's Intercontinental Championship ladder match at Backlash. So, I'd imagine she gets through Nikki tonight. Maybe she has something coming up with Alexa as a result. We'll see, though. Count here's at 4. Got to get back in the ring, Piper. Instead, Piper was trying to beg Nikki to get up, and when she didn't listen, Piper said, you know what, fine. I'll just go after and I'll do it myself. Piper avoids the clothesline and picks up Cross instead, throwing her around like a rag doll, like with ease. 1. Just a 1 count there from Cross, and she gets the shoulder up. Now look at Nikki continuing to fight. We know she has this in her. She has the heart of a champion. She has the will to do what it takes to win. Former women's champion in her own right as well. Tag team champion, women's champion as well. She has had her success at this level. So she is definitely no stranger to being championship material. Done this Nikki ASH, almost a superhero. Some people would say the less talked about that, the better. And, you know, I'm not one of those people. I thought it was fine. But it just didn't end up working like you thought it would. But that, however, is the end of the match. Piper Niven gets the win. Got to talking and didn't realize we were getting to a close to an end there. And the handshake between the two. Love to see the show of respect to Piper Niven.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, fresh off her impressive victory over Nikki Cross, Piper Niven. Piper, congratulations on yet another win. You've been on an incredible streak lately. How are you feeling?
Thank you, Kayla. I'm feeling fantastic. It's been a long journey, but I'm finally getting the chance to show everyone what I've got. For too long, I felt underutilized, but now my talents are shining through. I couldn't be happier.
You've certainly been making waves, and the WWE Universe is taking notice. What's next for Piper Niven? What goals are you setting your sights on now?
Well, Kayla, my goal is clear. I want to capture my first singles title in WWE, and I've got my eyes set on the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It's time to show everyone that I'm not just here to compete, I'm here to dominate.
Dominate, huh? That's a cute dream, Piper. But let's get something straight. You've been doing well, sure, but you haven't faced anyone of my caliber yet.
Alexa, what brings you here?
Piper, you think you're ready for the big leagues? But you've got a lot to prove. If you really believe you're next in line, how about you face me first? Let's see if you can handle real competition.
Alexa, I've got nothing but respect for what you've accomplished, but if you think I'm not ready, you're in for a surprise. I'll take on any challenge, anytime, anywhere. If it's you next, then so be it. I'm ready to show the world why Piper Niven is here to stay.
We'll see about that. Get ready, Piper. Your winning streak might just come to an end sooner than you think.
There you have it, folks. It looks like we might have a showdown between Piper Niven and Alexa Bliss in the near future. Piper, best of luck on your journey towards the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Wow, well, all right then. Look, I spoke up a minute ago, didn't I? As it's time for our main event of the evening. Rhea Ripley and Michin square it off here. The WWE Women's Champion making her way down into the ring in all the pomp and circumstance bravado you'd expect from a woman of her caliber. Nightmare is here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley!
Or should I say mommy is here? Hey, that works. Either or, right? Either way it works, doesn't matter. The important thing is the WWE Women's Champion is in the building for her match tonight, and we know she's facing Asuka next for her WWE Women's Championship as her very first contender. Asuka beat Charlotte at Backlash to win that match and prove herself to be the next in line to challenge Rhea Ripley, and since then, we haven't seen much from Charlotte. We heard from her a few episodes ago, but since then, haven't seen her in the ring, or Bianca Belair for that matter. But Rhea Ripley, on the other hand, looking to start her reign of dominance and terror over the WWE Women's Championship division. Beautiful thing is, right now, there aren't a lot of contenders in the division for Rhea Ripley, which is going to change with time, I'd imagine, but there's a handful who I could really see contending, and luckily Asuka is one of those who I could see contending and having a real chance at beating her. But here comes Michin, Mia Yim, the head baddie in charge.
From Fontana, California, Michin!
Making her way down to the ring here is Michin, woman who's also had her fair share of success in the wrestling industry. And she's one of those who I could see at some point maybe getting to the end of that mid-card championship conversation. She was a member of the qualifying matches for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Wasn't able to qualify for the ladder match, but we know that she is definitely going to be in that conversation. But can she find her way into the tippy top and be a contender for the WWE Women's Championship one day, perhaps? I'll tell you what, though. A win over Rhea Ripley, or at least a good showing at the very least, would definitely do her some favors. It's main event time! Here we go! as Michin getting things started. I'm so used to calling her Mia Yim that it's going to be strange calling her Michin these days. But you know what? As long as you know who I'm talking about, we're A-okay, right? We're on the same page. It's like me and Raquel Rodriguez, Raquel Gonzalez. Those two names always throw me off because she was always known as one for a while and then flipped to the other one. And it's one of the things where you have to get used to calling about the other one, the right one now. And it's just a little bit of time. Not doing it out of malice, of course. No malice involved. Just, getting used to a new thing is all. Rhea Ripley here, throwing Michin off the ropes and throwing her down. My goodness. Tossing a person up in the air like that and watching them fall to the ground is just maniacal behavior, and this is the bravado. Bravado? Why do I say it like that? The bravado of Rhea Ripley, posing and flexing, using the back of Mia Yim as a way to prop herself up, and now stinging her off of the barricade there. Neck first, face first, that is absolutely painful all around. Don't matter. It's your first time or your 432nd time taking that. Still has to hurt either way. Now Rhea catching her breath in the corner, which, take the count on victory, I guess. Count at 5 by the ref, and Ripley continuing to wait. He said, I'll take the count out victory. Wins the win, sure. As they both miss with kicks there. Rhea sends Michin into the corner. Oh, hard chop across the chest of Michin. And rapid kicks in the corner from Ripley. Into the cover now. Just one count there from Michin. And now look at Ripley getting on top and laying in blows from a dominant position. Laughing and mocking. Michin now having some words for, this is my ring. You don't even belong in here. Now tossing her around. But Michin not backing down. Didn't take too kindly to those comments there. Michin trying to show she does in fact belong. She can in fact hang with the big girls in the tippy top women's championship division here on Sensational Women's Wrestling. Now Ripley laying into Michin in the corner. Couple of punches there and the chop sends her to the floor. Quick cover from Ripley. 1, 2. Just 2. Now look at this. Kicking dirt onto Michin. Trying to send her away. And Michin wisely escapes. But Ripley staying on task here. Going after Michin. Sending her back in the ring. Smart job. And now look at this. Rapid stomp to the back of Michin. Sending her face first off the mat multiple times. My goodness. Now face first off the top of the rope goes Michin. And now she's in a hole here. Struggling to get herself out of it here. And Rhea Ripley continues to stomp and break down Michin slowly. And now Ripley looking to fly. Elbow drop. Connects. Elbow drop lands flush. And maybe looking for a rampage there. But Ripley unable to connect with it. And for the meantime, anyway, Michin able to finally get some offense in here. Didn't look like she was going to get in any there for a little bit. And then it's short-lived as a hard clothesline from Ripley ends whatever that was for Michin. Maybe it was the last gasp there in the match. And you hope not if you're a fan of Michin. But if you're who likes watching domination, Rhea Ripley's certainly going to give you that. Night in, night out. She's incredibly good at what she does. And we're seeing it here. Leapfrog over. There it is once again. Tossing her up and watching her fly back down to the ground. Thanks gravity. And a mean slap across the face. Rhea Ripley not letting up on Michin at all. She has been on the attack for the past few minutes. She did tell Asuka earlier to watch out. There's going to be a warning. Using that as a warning for Asuka. And I'm sure Asuka's backstage somewhere watching this intently. Be happy with this though. Seeing Michin trying to get something going here offensively. And little kick down. Oh! Face to foot. 1, 2. No! That was Michin's best shot, you gotta think. That was her best chance in this one to try and secure a victory. Rhea Ripley kicked out, and Michin looking to fly! But Ripley denies it, knocking her out of the sky. Cutting her down. Now beating her down here outside the ring. Back suplex, German suplex. Wow. Referees count at 5 here, or will be shortly. Being generous here. There we go. Now it's at 5. Electric chair predicament. Oh! Off the barricade into the floor. A little double whammy damage there from Rhea Ripley. That is not something you see every day, but it worked out to perfection there. As you gotta think that's gonna set up, and yeah, Ripley calling for the end here. Looking to connect with Rampage. She does! Rampage hits 1, 2, 3. Put it to bed. Rhea Ripley wins here in the main event. Congratulations to Rhea Ripley getting the win in the main event. And now, wait a second. Rhea Ripley not done. Putting a bit more of a beat down on Michin. Somebody got to come out here and get this thing broken up. Wait a minute. That's Cora Jade. Cora, what are you doing out here? Cora attacking Michin as well. What is going on? Cora Jade, and she's got Rhea Ripley's colors on too, the purple and black. And there, my goodness, Michin getting sent out of the ring by Cora Jade, as Rhea Ripley looks a bit confused at why Cora's out here. But hey, what a way to end the show. We'll see you next time. Let's see what this is all about too. Rhea Ripley, Cora Jade, new faction perhaps? I don't know.